The game has decidedly belonged to the pitchers so far, Garcia and Colon. Alomar, then Juan Gonzalez and Jim Thome.
Alomar's a switch hitter. Right-handed, he hit 279, left-handed 356. But he's going to see a lot more right-handed pitchers, therefore he'll be on that left side. 421 at-bats, left-handed.
And he's had decent success against Garcia, 4 for 9. You know, in terms of competing for the World Series, the cliche you keep hearing over and over, Hud, is about Cleveland's window of opportunity sliding slowly shut. And if you mention that, preferably without spitting all over your partner, sorry about that.
No problem.
Are you shortchanging this franchise? Is it fair to say they haven't been successful because they haven't won at all? Alomar twirling this one into left center. That's going to drop. Cameron scoops it up at the warning track. Alomar thought about 3. He'll jam on the brakes and he will settle for a leadoff double. Especially when you've got 140 runs batted in coming up behind you. Here is Gonzalez. Little looper. Boone reaching out. He couldn't get it. And here comes the first run of the day. A broken bat flare from Juan Gonzalez. Jeannie thanks 1-0 in that series. 1-0 in this game now because of Juan Gonzalez.
I mean, that's what premier RBIs will do. They'll go up there, they'll be aggressive first pitch. Hey, if it jams me, fine, but you can see Gonzalez was looking for the big part of the field. Jammed in and broke his bat, but that bat definitely died a hero.
Breaking an 0 for 16 slump. That's the other thing about Gonzalez, the RBI tailspin at the end of the year. He had only 2 in the Indians' final 19 games, so he kind of coasted to that total of 140.
But now, Dan Wilson, he feels maybe a little mental letdown perhaps on Garcia's part. He's going to come out and have a little chat. He's fallen behind Thome, a vicious hitter when that ball is in his zone. Good hitting count, good fastball count.
Kind of ironic, Hud, with Gonzalez getting that 1 RBI. That's 1 RBI that he didn't get to tie Brett Boone in the regular season. He hit that ball just beyond Brett Boone. Thome smacking this one into foul ground. Will it banana back? Nope. Not far enough.
Jim Thome, he took a rip. He rarely gets cheated. Well, like we talked about before, the power he generates in his legs, and he gets that bat through the zone as good as anyone. He'll use the whole part of the field. He's got power to left, center, and right, but mainly his spot is right center field.
You talked about it earlier, beginning of the year, hitting a .182, but he told reporters at the time that he was going to steer out of the skid. Don't worry about it.
That's the thing you want to do as a major league player. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You always want to finish strong. It's a marathon type season. 162 games. What a grind.
"16 postseason home runs in his last 9 postseason games."
Wow.
Hud, he has launched 8.
That's coming through.
Now he's got a walk. Garcia has allowed a double, a single, and a walk. There's nobody out here in the 4th inning. No sign of the bunt on the first one. Ellis Burks is certainly a double play candidate if he does swing away, hit one on the ground.
That was sweet. Fox will bring you that mound meeting right in your living room. That was awesome.
As long as there are no swear words, yes.
Well, you know, they got a man on the button too they can push, but still, that's beautiful. And Price, he's right. This situation here, I don't think Burks is going to be dropping one down, but get one out for sure and keep the ball down for a double play ground ball.
You say the price is right?
The price is right on that, no doubt. Good stuff. He was calm too, his demeanor was, and that's important. Didn't sound like he was nervous.
Left that one up a little bit. Burks will sail it out of play. It's 1-2.
But Burks, he's another premier RBI guy. He knows what it takes to get the job done. Doesn't have to necessarily mean a ball right down the middle of the plate. It can be an inch or two off, inside, up or down. He's going to do his best to just chip that run home any way he can.
And remember, he doubled into the left field corner back in the second.
Freddy looking for that ground ball double play.
On the ground, in and out of the glove. A Bell who cannot recover in time. And they sniffed out Ichiro trying to steal in the third. We wondered if the Indians could carry that, use that as momentum here in the fourth. They have. Travis Fryman booms one into center. One run in, and they will hold Thome at third. Bases still loaded. 5 up in the inning and nobody out.
Cleveland has definitely found a kink in the armor. Whenever you get a guy in trouble on the ropes, you need a couple big punches to put him out of there. You know, this is postseason now. Nothing like the regular season, where Brian Price might say, let's let him work through it. No, every game really means something.
Center field again. 1 run scores. Burks is held at third. And the carousel just keeps on spinning here in Seattle. 6 consecutive Indians reach to open the inning. RBI singles, and here's Einar Diaz. Breaking ball missed. Cleveland 5 for 5 with a walk in the inning.
Stringing it together, and they're just bunching singles. Heck, they're not doing it with the long ball. Alomar led off with a double. That was huge.
Isn't it Seattle that's supposed to win games this way, Hud?
That's right. But you know what, though? We can crumble up the newspaper from the season and throw it out. This is all postseason now. It's totally different. Garcia is just making some mistakes, leaving that ball out over the plate, and the Cleveland Indians are pecking away at him.
Right now, the Indians beating up the Mariners with their own trophy here. Little balling their way to a 3-0 lead.
Talking to Charlie Manuel before the game today, he talked about Einar Diaz as being a young kid who could come through in the clutch, who has all year with some big hits. He's underrated as a hitter because he concentrates more on being a receiver and a catcher, and that's his importance. But Charlie said he is not afraid to come up with that big hit. And he's in a huge situation right here. Still no one out.
Down the line and just barely foul, says Jerry Lane.
That might have cleared the sacks. But baseball is a game of inches.
Jumping out in front, we figured would be so big for Cleveland in this game. The Mariners, really the most incredible stat that didn't get enough play this year. When they scored first, Seattle was 81-9 this season. You get to them first, they're a little bit under 500. And Cleveland has gotten to them with 3 already here in the 4th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Well, you can credit the offense. The guy's not trying to do too much up there, letting the game come to them. They're not going up there trying to hit a big home run with a big swing. They're just doing the little things here. Setting up the table, passing the baton to the next hitter behind him. 1-2 count.
Got him. Lofton hitless in his career against Garcia. Third baseman Bell drawn in.
In this situation here, Lofton, even though he runs well, doesn't want to get doubled up. Still, he's looking for the ball up in the zone. He wants to get it airborne. Trying to get some runs home. Either find a gap or with a sacrifice fly. Bartolo Colon is going through a long inning. He doesn't want to stiffen up as he sees he keeps that sleeve on his right arm.
Now, pretty obvious Lofton is trying for left field. That has always been the plan against Garcia. Or anybody that throws this hard. 0-2.
Lofton's grounded into 8 double plays this season. You can see there a shade up here in center field. There a shade to the opposite field for Lofton. He will take that ball up and away and try to just poke it to left field. Ichiro, medium depth in right.
Strike 3.
They might get the momentum switch, but remember the momentum when Ichiro got caught stealing. Went to the Cleveland side. Now Freddy has a chance here if he can retire Vizquel for some momentum.
Trying to drive the pendulum back the other way, but driving that pitch down and out of the zone to Vizquel.
Still early in the ball game. Pinella's not in a panic mode. You rarely will see him in a panic mode.
Well, that's the American League ERA leader out there on the mound for him here in Garcia.
And with Roberto Alomar on deck, if he loses Vizquel, it could be enough for Freddy. He might be out. Pinella might come and get him. There it is. Storming Norm Charlton. He's ready. Hands on his hips.
2-0 glides outside. Garcia's in trouble. And the 3-0 is down the middle, 3-1.
Just what you want to do. Take a pitch. He might even want to take another one. And in baseball, take, it doesn't mean swing away. Take means take it, let it come in. It's the same situation. It's fastball city here. 3-1, 3-2. There's nowhere to put him. Vizquel will be challenged.
And he slaps it foul. Now the runners will all be in motion.
But that's what you want to do, Josh. You want to be able to throw that strike in there.
Left field. It could have been a lot worse.